Guys, I think Blake Lively just leaked the names of the two other actresses who were uncomfortable with Justin Baldoni, and you are not going to believe this.
In Blake Lively's amended complaint, Blake Lively mentions that there are two other unnamed actresses from the set of It Ends With Us that can corroborate the same story, basically saying that Justin Baldoni is a very, very bad man. But did Hollywood Reporter just expose their names?
I recently went back to Blake Lively's original lawsuit, and she says something interesting. She says, quote, the concerns she raised about Baldoni and Jamie Heath were not only for herself, but for other female cast and crew, some of whom also had spoken up.
Blake Lively is facing controversy after allegedly leaking false information about two actresses linked to Justin Baldi. Reports claim the Gossip Girl and A Simple Favor star deliberately spread misleading names, possibly to divert attention or manipulate the narrative. While her motive remains unclear, the revelation has ignited heated debates in Hollywood. Fans and insiders are now questioning the truth behind the allegations, fueling speculation and intrigue. The scandal has left many wondering about Lively's involvement and the real story behind the claims.
Blake Lively did put out an amended complaint basically stating that there were two other actresses that were unnamed. By the way, that's very important to hear this, that they were unnamed in this complaint that could corroborate her story, basically saying that they are also not only a witness to Justin Baldoni's, I guess, a bad environment, toxic work environment on the set of It Ends With Us, but also that they are victims as well. Now, I'm assuming that the complaints that we saw a couple days ago or last week or so that we've all been talking about, the whole internets has been talking about, I'm assuming that those complaints that I feel are fake as hell.
This is interesting. So if other cast and crew members had spoken up and have spoken up about this alleged misconduct, I'm just curious as to why they've stayed silent. I mean, especially because this is being played out so publicly. Are they saving it for court? I mean, really, if you've got bombshells and witnesses, you should probably put it out there now because it's time. So I'm just wondering who these alleged women are here that experienced this as well.
Blake Lively has reportedly stated in her complaint that multiple women raised concerns about Justin Baldoni's on-set behavior, intensifying the controversy. Insiders claim Lively allegedly leaked two actresses' names, suggesting they had issues with Baldwin, but sources later dismissed these claims as false. While Lively insists she aimed to support those who felt uncomfortable, critics argue that spreading unverified information can harm reputations without solid proof. The scandal has sparked debate over accountability, responsibility, and the risks of misinformation in Hollywood.
So she filed an amended complaint that is 141 pages long. She added 48 pages to her initial complaint that she first filed back in December. The big bombshell here, according to Blake Lively, is that there were other women on the set who were also made to feel uncomfortable by Baldoni's alleged behavior. Blake Lively claims in this new updated complaint that another female co-star who is unnamed in this complaint, that she actually reported this behavior to Sony, which was the distributor behind this film. Now, I have reached out to Baldoni's team. We have not heard back, but you see there that they say that he did not hold himself accountable after this was reported, and instead that he used a louder voice, it goes on to say, to silence Blake Lively and anyone else who may have spoken up.
The legal battle between Blake Lively and her It Ends With Us co-star, Justin Baldoni, has escalated with new developments intensifying their dispute. Lively's legal team recently sought an extension to file an amended complaint, aiming to introduce new evidence against Baldoni. However, the presiding judge denied the request, stressing the importance of adhering to the established schedule. This decision highlights the court's commitment to a timely resolution as both parties prepare for trial on March 9, 2026. The case has drawn significant public attention, with allegations ranging from misconduct to defamation. both sides have been cautioned against using the media to litigate their dispute, further fueling the controversy.
Well, Blake No Teeth Lively has experienced yet another court loss. So she wanted to amend her lawsuit against Justin Baldoni, right? The judge said, okay, cool, you have until Valentine's Day, February 14th. And now Blake Lively was like, oh, hold on, wait a minute, we're not ready to present yet. And she was asking for an extension until March 5th. And then the judge said, okay, why? And she's like, duh, because I'm Khaleesi and I said so. And then the judge was like, LOL, yeah, no, I'll give you until Monday. I'll give you a couple extra days. You have until Monday, but you don't have until March 5th. And so now she has until this upcoming Monday, which is February 17th, to figure out what she's going to amend in her complaint. And initially there were rumors that the amendment was going to come with some sort of statement from Jenny Slate, who played Justin Baldoni's sister in It Ends With Us.
Recent reports reveal that Blake Lively's denied amendment request sought to include a statement from co-star Jenny Slate. Slate has publicly supported Lively, calling the allegations against Justin Baldoni terribly dark, disturbing, and wholly threatening. This development further escalates the dispute as both parties prepare for the highly anticipated trial in March 2026.
And so people were assuming that maybe Jenny was going to be some sort of star witness, that this was going to be the smoking gun. Maybe she had something that she witnessed that she was going to bring to the table, right? Well, then all the internet sleuths went and dug up an old interview that she did on the Anna Faris podcast where she basically pokes fun at hitting her ex-boyfriend, which doesn't really make her a strong star witness after all. Which may possibly be why Blake's team is now asking for this extension, because what they were planning on bringing to the table has now fallen through. Now, that's all speculation and those are all people's theories, but it kind of sounds plausible. Regardless, whatever Blake Lively's doing, she's not ready to amend her lawsuit, and it doesn't seem like she has a strong case, because if she had a strong case, why would she need all of these extensions?
Sources reveal that the two actresses named in the lawsuit are Jenny Slate and Isabella Farr, despite their initial desire to remain anonymous. The amended lawsuit initially withheld their identities, as they reportedly wished to avoid public involvement. However, when Blake Lively's claims faced skepticism due to insufficient evidence, their names were disclosed the following day, further intensifying the controversy and adding new layers to the ongoing legal battle.
Sources indicate the two women are actresses Jenny Slate and Isabella Farr, who could not immediately be reached for comment. So it just goes into who they are. But what's crazy is they did not want to be named. So when her amended lawsuit dropped, everybody was like, what? They, like you just saying that other women felt uncomfortable, but they're not willing to share any of their information. They don't want to join the lawsuit. They don't want to be named. You can't share text, nothing. Like keep my name out of it.
Obviously, people think the other two women are Jenny Slate and Isabella Ferrer. Something I cannot reconcile is Isabella Ferrer's text message to Justin after she stopped filming with him. She literally says, "Thank you for making it such a comfortable set for me, my first film." You would just not say that. You would not use those words to your creepy director. You would use other words to kiss his ass. But she literally says, "Thank you for making such a comfortable experience."
It's so true. You would just not send that message.
Or you would send another message that would be ass kissy too, but you wouldn't use the words comfortable.
Mm-hmm. And safe. I believe she was using the word
Yes.
safe.
The other person who I really need to hear from is Jenny Slate, because I believe maybe all this other stuff is pointing towards her, that she was the other person in this.
Right.
Jenny Slate, I feel like, has the power to rule on this case.
Yeah.
Like if she comes out and says like everything was fine, you know,
She says I was creeped out.
or
by
she
it,
says I was
too.
creeped out.
No, I think that even if she says I was creeped out, first of all, and this is a point a lot of people are making, listen, a guy being a little too woo-woo, maybe a little creepy, being uncomfortable is not the same thing as being sexually harassed. And that is just, I think, that what a lot of people will say unless someone says he did X, Y, or Z. And it's fully over the line.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that that's right. I'm just saying that that's
world
where
we
we're
live
at.
in. Yeah, totally.
Especially in this case.
A spokesperson for Blake Lively claimed the witnesses had permitted their communications to be shared. However, critics argue they were unfairly exposed to bolster Lively's case and deflect pressure from her and Ryan Reynolds, further fueling controversy over the handling of the allegations.
And produced documents in the discovery process, said a spokesperson for Lively. So a spokesperson now, not even just that was in the lawsuit, and now a spokesperson has come out and said this. Who's a spokesperson? Is it a lawyer? Is it Ryan Reynolds? Is it Blake? Like who? You don't even name it? Okay. In a statement, Brian Friedman, a lawyer for Baldoni, said that Lively's revised lawsuit is filled with unsubstantial hearsay of unnamed persons who are clearly no longer willing to come forward.
Meanwhile, Hassan Minhaj, who played Marshall in It Ends With Us, addressed rumors of on-set tension in an interview with Esquire. He stated, "I can't speak to other people's experiences, but everybody was very professional and cool to me. It was lovely, and everybody was lovely." Minhaj expressed surprise upon hearing about the alleged disputes, noting that he was unaware of any such issues during his time on set. His remarks contrast with the ongoing controversy surrounding the film.
The only It Ends With Us cast member that still follows Justin Baldoni has made a comment about all of the backlash the movie received, and some of the drama between Justin and Blake. Hassan, who plays the husband of Jenny Slate's character, said that he can't speak to anyone else's experience, but he said that his experience was that everyone was professional and easy to work with. He said it was lovely and everybody was lovely, and afterwards he just ended up feeling a bit disillusioned and confused about everything that was happening in the news. He said it was a very strange, bizarre year, and that as a comic he was definitely laughing at a lot of moments, which we can totally understand. This already adds to the weirdness that was going on within the cast with Jenny Slate just ignoring questions about Justin. Then Brandon Sklenar's comment about Blake and defending her. I feel like Hassan is giving us an inside look at what it was really like. He even said everybody was professional on set, basically denying that Justin was ever unprofessional. But I don't know. Let us know what you guys think in the comments.
However, Justin Baldoni has firmly pushed back against what he sees as a strategic media move by Blake Lively's team. While details are still emerging, Baldoni has been outspoken, criticizing the alleged tactics and their broader impact on the entertainment industry. As tensions escalate, the debate over celebrity PR strategies and public influence continues to grow, with industry insiders and fans alike weighing in on the implications of media-driven narratives in high-profile disputes.
All right, show of hands if you stayed up until midnight waiting for Blake Lively to drop this freaking amendment. Okay, am I the only person with their hands raised? Are you guys just here to plagiarize because you know I went through every line like a complete psycho? That's perfectly fine. I just want you guys to know rather, that if you're here because you think there's some bombshell in here, as her lawyers were alluding to, oh, wait until everybody sees everything, you're going to be sorely disappointed, because if clickbait was an amendment, this is it. Okay, I cannot believe it. And there's so much more going on here. Now we really see the target of everything, I think. Really the linchpin for her lawsuit, the person that she went after. We have to discuss Isabella Ferrer.
Amid the ongoing controversy, Justin Baldoni has filed a new lawsuit making a shocking claim. Blake Lively allegedly never read It Ends With Us before accepting her role in the film adaptation. Originally focused on undisclosed grievances against Baldoni, the lawsuit now questions Lively's commitment to the project. Insiders claim that despite her public enthusiasm, she relied solely on brief summaries and script notes rather than reading Colleen Hoover's best-selling novel firsthand, raising doubts about her dedication to the highly anticipated adaptation.
Blake Lively did not even read the book that the movie was based on.
Correct.
And we're not talking War and Peace. And then she wanted to, ixnayed all of the wardrobe choices, because when you're making a movie about a poor woman who's suffering from domestic violence, you want her to look like she has money.
Right.
That Blake said.
That's what she did.
She looks like she has money.
Yep.
And she's dressing in florals. And then she's going on this press tour, pushing her liquor line.
It's insane.
And her hair care line, because that's what women who are trying to escape with their lives are worried about.
That's what generated her negative press and led to a series of clips of her being insensitive in one way, shape, or form with other interviewers in the past. She has no one to blame but herself for that.
The press tour is part of that pay package.
Right.
You have to show up with a smile on your face and be polite to people who are not lobbing, difficult questions at you. They're softball.
The controversy between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni took a dramatic turn with the emergence of shocking text messages. In the alleged texts included in the lawsuit against Baldoni, Lively reportedly compared herself to Game of Thrones' Daenerys Targaryen, also known as Khaleesi. She seemingly viewed herself as a powerful figure battling adversity, a comparison that has ignited widespread debate. Megyn Kelly weighed in on the revelation, criticizing Lively for what she called a self-aggrandizing and tone-deaf statement. On her show, Kelly questioned whether Lively was truly advocating for accountability or merely trying to control the narrative for personal gain, adding another layer of controversy to the unfolding legal battle.
Now you see text messages in this lawsuit from Blake Lively comparing herself to the heroine of Game of Thrones, the fiercest female character we've seen in years, Khaleesi. That's her riding her dragon. She's the mother of dragons in Game of Thrones. And that's what Blake Lively says in a text message, that she too has her dragons, Ryan Reynolds and Taylor Swift. That's, again, believed to be the other person. And that they are powerful advocates for her. And while it seems to be said like, I'm so lucky that I have them as great storytellers to help me rewrite this script, what Brian Friedman alleges is, you'll go along or I'll unleash my dragons on you, you loser who no one's ever heard of.
The irony of the situation hasn't gone unnoticed, as Justin Baldoni, who has long positioned himself as a feminist and advocate against misconduct, now faces allegations of his own. Known for his TED Talks and book on redefining masculinity, Baldoni has frequently urged men to hold themselves accountable. However, with his name now entangled in a legal battle and industry controversy, many are questioning whether his advocacy was truly genuine or simply performative, adding another layer of scrutiny to the unfolding scandal.
We're going to be talking all things Blake Lively and her legal complaint that she's filed against her It Ends With Us co-star, Justin Baldoni. Yes, the It Ends With Us movie drama does in fact not end. What's interesting about this story to me is the Justin Baldoni of it all. He is a self-proclaimed male feminist. He's woke. He speaks out against assault and sexual harassment, even toxic masculinity. And now in this legal complaint filed by Blake Lively, he's being accused of sexual harassment.
I challenge you to see if you can use the same qualities that you feel make you a man to go deeper into yourself. And will you be man enough to stand up to other men when you hear locker room talk, when you hear stories of sexual harassment, when you hear your boys talking about grabbing ass or getting her drunk? Will you actually stand up and do something so that one day we don't have to live in a world where a woman has to risk everything and come forward to say the words "me too"?
This is going to be really awkward if these allegations are true. I will say, just for the record, I'm not a fan of either of these individuals, and something about both of them rubs me the wrong way. So I'm not sure what exactly the real truth is here, and hopefully the court of law can figure that out.
Do you think Blake Lively is revealing the truth? Or is this just a chaotic case of misinformation? Share your thoughts in the comments and let us know where you stand on this heated controversy.